The Atlanta Falcons victory over the Minnesota Vikings, even better than you think. I'm going to prove it to you right now. If you're new to the channel, we're Detroit Lions fans, but this channel fully dedicated to teams that get overlooked by the national media. We talk about 5 or 6 teams, Atlanta Falcons being one of them, and this victory was so much better than it even appeared. So, first of all, you keep the Minnesota Vikings out of the end zone. Remember what's going on as they come into this game. They just go on the road to Chicago, come back. That fourth quarter was insane. Now they're going to open up home opener, Sunday Night Football. Everyone's just like J.J. McCarthy and basically this moxie, all this stuff, right? And oh, by the way, their coach, greatest coach ever. So just even if J.J. McCarthy's not good, don't buy into that, because the sheer inertia of that stadium, of everything that they had going for them, the hype, the anticipation, that alone could just carry you to a victory. A couple plays here, a couple plays there. Next thing you know, stadium erupts. They go to a victory. That does not happen because you kept them out of the end zone. So this is not just some like, oh, that's kind of a big win. This is a huge win, because remember, this is why this is even better than it looks. You lose to your rival Tampa Bay, who you've gone back and forth with in the NFC South. Then you're looking at going to Minnesota. So it's just like, oh crap. At Carolina, I don't know. Like, we go 0-2, and then we got to go to Carolina. Like, I don't like that. And then Washington. Then we have an early bye. And then Buffalo. It's just like, oh, no. I mean, you would not be wrong to just almost be like, season over in week in week 1. And again, that would be a crazy overreaction. But you could just look ahead and be like, this is not good. We got to go to Minnesota. And you're just going crazy. And they won 14 games last year. You get the victory there. Next thing, you run the football. Vikings are stingy. They're weird. They've got the weird defense. You run the football on top of that. So here you are. Your defense is great. You run the ball. You find a kicker, all like in the same game. That's why football is crazy. 1 week ago, it's like, oh, great, we can't beat the Bucs. Like, what are we even doing here? 2, we go on the road, beat Minnesota, find a kicker, running game, beats this team that had all the momentum. Okay, so that's it. Next thing, hold on. Let me show you this. If it pulls up, I lost it. Next thing is, if you're the Atlanta Falcons, you needed a signature win for your head coach. We talked about it before. It's like, is Raheem Morris really the guy? Really the guy? Where you play the Atlanta Falcons and you come away from that being like, dude, that team, bunch of dogs on that team. No, you don't. However, you get signature wins, and then you start thinking, well, maybe he is the guy. So here it is. Right here. Then they didn't just win, they went on the road. They didn't just win on the road, they beat the Minnesota Vikings, a quality team they've struggled to earn victories against over the past decade. They didn't just beat Minnesota, they ended up with a 22-6 win, capping off things with a punt where the Viking returner muffed the ball because Mike Ford came screaming in to disrupt it, and then Ford picked it up. It was close until late, but when we blinked our tired eyes, the Falcons won by 16 points. It wasn't close at all. That's it. It's one game where we're guilty of reading too much in the game, but didn't this Falcons team hold the Bucs to 23 points despite giving them favorable field position, regularly pressuring James? Didn't they show adaptability from a game where they couldn't run to a game where pretty much all they could do is run? Isn't there suddenly this whiff of rock-solid defense, an edge that's been missing? Thank you, an edge that's been missing. A team willing to make hard decisions with their beloved kicker. That's why this win was so much more. Like, these couple paragraphs just summed up what I was trying to say even better. Like, well, hold on. That's why this victory is so big for the Atlanta Falcons. Let me know in the comments what you loved about it. It kind of felt like a culture type win. It's like, oh, geez, on the road, NFC North opponent. I mean, they've been pretty solid for the last 2 years. Up to Minnesota, right? Like, Minnesota doesn't get enough credit for their fans, their stadium, the whole thing, the skull chant, the ice. You know, you're just like, oh, geez, I don't like it up here. I don't like it. And, you know, Lions have to play them twice a year. And every year we go there, it's like, this is not good. This is what this is. This is not good. There's too many people in this stadium. They're too organized. They're doing too much. They're doing too much of this. So to beat them is so big. Now, another thing. Let me go down here. Bijan Robinson, just an absolute stud. You're also lucky to have one of the best backup running backs. That's huge too, because Lions have the same thing. You can't just ride one guy. It just won't last. It's not sustainable. Get another guy in there. It wasn't great for Michael Penix, but he made a few killer throws when you needed it. And he avoided the stupid mistake that killed the Falcons under Kirk Cousins, Desmond Ridder, Taylor Heineke, and Marcus Mariota. That's it too. This is a team that, hey, Penix, and we talk about all the time, game manager and all this stuff, but it's hard to do. It's hard to do that. It's hard to avoid that just brutal interception. And that's all it would have taken. I'm telling you, and you know it too, and you're watching this game. All it would have taken, crowds back into it, weird play, touchdown, Justin Jefferson. And it's just like, oh, crap, here we go. Didn't have that. The Lions played the Bears. The Bears 100% had that kind of a mid-second quarter. What do we got here? And Caleb Williams just throws it up to us. And it's like, thank you. You just can't. It's just like, wow. You can't do that. Penix didn't do that. You've had that, though, and you've lived through that. Oh, my gosh. Another one. The other one is Diablo. A free agent signing met with some skepticism after an up-and-down career with the Raiders. Happily, Diablo has been everything this defense wanted and more. Furious blitzes, fumble recoveries, big run stops, and has clearly helped unlock a better defensive effort. First of all, great, sweet name. And on top of that, cool number. He looks awesome out there. He looks fast. It's like, that's the stuff, man. It's good free agent signings. Like, again, you don't want to read too much into a single victory, but the way that this thing all went down and the way you just stuck in there and you just kind of kept going and got big turnovers when you needed it and you adapted, all those things just really matter at the end of the day. And it's not just this victory, but it's other ones. And then the other one is Parker Romo. You get cut by the Patriots, but you have a chance to compete against a struggling in Atlanta. You turn a handful of practice into a chance to kick for a team. You're like, all right, I'll give it another thing. You go to a loud environment. You need the points like desperately. The pressure is immense in that you hit all 5 field goal tries you're asked to hit, even though one is from 54 yards. An impressive day at the office and it may translate to a job. Absolutely. The field goal kicker situation is crazy because the level of field goal kickers has just increased so much that if you don't have one or you can't consistently kick them, you're at a huge disadvantage. You got to have them. And so to find that, huge as well. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't. Again, if you're new to the channel and you're an Atlanta Falcons fan, hit that subscribe button and we'll see all of you on the next one.